with every human being. The honor na I want to man you to pray. Empty na my elite kakra. And for a start, take your opportunity we ama money na ama so to say if you want to go to my YouTube or my TikTok, it will be Real Nana Obiri Boahen. Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube. Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok. Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube. Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok. And my managers are also ready at every time to help you. First, Madam would be asked, sir, if you might do we ask no air coso. When I've moved to this one as the Real Nana Obiri Boahen, Monim Ghana, yesterday and I'm for in track EBB, so I've moved. So it's Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube, Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok. Most of them go so I'm more joining so I am there. Now I can't say I'll make this platform the best. I'll make it the best in the whole country, Ghana, inside Ghana and outside Ghana. Inside Ghana and outside Ghana. Because kakra mutie, kakra mwati, no. Muhammad to a man for the one, what you say, yes, median, I was wrong. Standard a high. Presentation, accurate. And when you say mobile to us, na money, I at the bedo bias, and I will start from Uganda. So abatwa omotono Uganda no munyina mate wanti ya bebrate ansana omobeto abano Uganda Museveni and Bobby Wine. Now we declare Museveni 71.something% as the winner, and I say I'm in a mocha say, movie bringing Bobby Wine, and there was she. A point in time, only helicopter about Bobby Wine, fee a ma area when one condone of Obianco, OBMP, and we are told say helicopter no far, and then a Edomoko unknown place. I always say, yeah, you walk, you for Africa, yeah, you ha, and more money. Multi science we are, especially a catch for no multi-making kind, rubber for no multi-making kind. No, Sabi, those or more multi-making kind, Cassino, Uganda, some American, only Uganda or for Uganda. But or more multi-making kind, only near Uganda or near for Uganda. Some of you are politically active. Until you also be no monitor, send I am a monitor. And what is said, people will also Uganda. What can I say? Who say, or funny say? No, it's my boggling. A bro, I'm an enthusiast. Bro, I'm an enthusiast. Apparently, Binum the end say, oh, no, I'm sorry, no, Obiri Boahen, Walker said, no, we young can, no, we not try. Sometimes I don't do that. You raise the bar. You raise the bar. Binum your presentation, I'm one in Martin Didier, no. I would always raise the bar. So I think I make us a when your opportunity to join me. Introduce me, introduce me what I'm for. Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok, Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube. And you know, say yes, intellectual discussion. Ebinim kraka say me nye no profo. Ma me ka say me flasi no me ye ni twi. Nti me ka say me ye no profo a. Enka me ye no profo a, nka patronage no ebeba pa because we are making no nipa o wiase a onte twi ya meka no on shada mpese obeti ye no brofo anka ebeba pa ba mi frase no manya no brofo na mayese alice ese me ye ne a anya kaachefo no ngrabafo nkwan bebeti ese me ye ne a Minianum so amma menum papa no ma beso banko school beso bebeti enti nya da bia na ya kraachefo enti ne me ma yese mefa no now ya sefim awre ho se ufri babi na babi na adabia beti Africa na Africa please ha gene enka wo nua dopa dia nka we aye won tuntum no honam se no nua do matutu kwan ya aye wo tuntum no nua do wo ye mpa adopa matutu kwan around 1993 me ko America so ata no phone no wo ya wo the card issue na bi so the coin that was my first time on the call na me ya no na amanfo birim hu se o mu gina kiri hu se min hu ye tuntum bi sore ebeboa nti so that has been the system tuntum for no and can we adore you mu pa whatever especially if you are in Ghana no if you are in Africa no but also outside that won se tuntum fo no nyado ewe mu pa but then apart from that won se tuntum fo no so no edu ba bi so yes a bit quality sibia aya won se am se ika bebre no tuntum fo no bebre no bi wo anka se de wo mko ankafo but won se akwa bi so de kobi who will comment definitely the Kobe will not be a white person. The Kobe man who has been sent in there, you know. On your fita, Mahusa man for creating, no. The Kobe won't be a white person. The Kobe is a black. And the Kobe, you can imagine, so Africana where he comes from. You can imagine. So, but let me ignore him and go on with my presentation and my submission. So, because the Kobe no, me can Uganda about one, onim Uganda until Uganda, onim Uganda until Uganda that. So when mature minds are discussing Museveni and Bobby Wine, I mean, until Kurada or Muda onim near Koso. Now, your best watch and so a friend of Kobe or. And I mean, so that is the characteristics of blacks. That is the characteristics of blacks. Some blacks, you know. So that when the Uganda elections going back, Museveni, president, Nigeria Minister for Education, Museveni Nigeria Minister for Education. Museveni ba panyini na ehwe asojafo ni nyina so. Ne baba akọ na enso ehwe security. Museveni ni nua eye ne maame ba enso so hold ministerial position. Museveni ne yere nua hold ministerial position. Museveni ne ba soja ni no yere hold ministerial position. Ne yere enua na se ba anakonta ba hold ministerial position. So Uganda no family and friends. I am my carry 10 be a man for using Ghana family and friends. And you know why some of us are worried. Listen. One particular person, 86 years, on winning as a member of parliament. It is not the age. And your age, you know. But we are papa na 10 no who says oyare. Now Museveni, somebody's asking me when I'll be coming to UK. When you invite me to UK, I'll come. Museveni cost 7 years, so 81. If that is true, Museveni is more than 81. Museveni is more than 81. When Museveni, Omo Ebaya, Omo Ebepam, it's so many years now. But in Fienson, it's mind-boggling. So, Cameroon, Cameroon. In fact, in Cameroon, Pobia couldn't conduct campaign. Only the statute, yet, it's one. And Uganda, Museveni, baby went to me. As I'm talking to you now, Nipa Bebre Uganda. Send Nipa who Cameroon. In Tanzania, it is on record, say, Tanzania will be more than 100. More than, yes, I have agreed to be a legal representative of your company. In Tanzania, more than 100. Tanzania, more than 100. So, Togo, in Cote d'Ivoire, constitution, yasasano. Waba, time, wait your term, niho. Watara sana wene. Togo wa wene. Benin, wamu yeku, yakwele kuyu. Guinea, majority, wa wene. Guinea Bissau, ye to aba ye can president no lusu no washada. Wa free ho ama ono an nkrofo akọ declare seku. Ama o ma declare nkrofo lusu o ma wene. Now Tanzania nipa more than 100 to 200 new. As you are talking now, ICC and that Tanzania. Kenya, it will be more than 500 in the year. Uganda, omo wunye ni paketwa. And the debate goes on, the story goes on. And look, if so we be a when near feet, we won't him dear, we're gonna quite yeah. We can say Nigeria elections in 2027. No? BBB and Sasa. Nigeria elections in 2027. BBB and Sasa. Not BBB and Sasa said the part of the Petinibu and Shetimawu. But the same old story. Africa. The same old story. South of the Sahara. The same old story. So the enlightened ones, you know, aya mo way, mutie way, na mo kinkan way. Na mo te Professor Lumumba ane Mapunga, or mo kasa, mo fancy. Look like Lumumba, Professor Lumumba and Mapunga ni Eco Africa no. So omu come. Ana etua fita ho dia ene omu kan, etua tuntum ho dia omu kan. Some of us are sick and tired of Africa. Sick and tired of Africa. It is only in Africa now who say members of parliament because catch the president to be. Nipa bebro be ya du twe ko aduokono. Catch the president to be say a minister we na dwuma ne nso ani sesano. Na president no ama nipa na tena ho for 1 year. It is only in Africa. Perhaps it is only in North Korea. It is only in Belarus. It is only in Cuba. But no, Africa, yenyabi Ghana, yenyabi. What now going say now you say when you are all 90 members of parliament, I could catch a president and president. Uni pe dwuma dio ye ensho ni sesano. Na president na timi atena se ama afi ba ko atwa. And you know, sometimes what is a minimum abrofo no ka comments be na most ya sorry ya say racism. Now if you have this type of leadership, this kind of leadership, na president no ntimi nsesa, na president no person nipa no ontena wa na ye koya na ye bai ye no ma ye kanda bia no so na manfo ka president ne wo ye enya ne wo ye wati ne wo ye wonye niye bere oye beta he aya ne ya wa fere ye how now you also realize the situation amano ya ho you find say Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, they are all going up. You go to Sudan, you go to Somalia, you go to Somaliland, you go to Chad, you go to Djibouti, you go to Eritrea. Nyeni papeti. Danon cry. Moni kumasi saboti. Trotro. The abe buni papa. A lot of fun also. Abba 2026. Human beings. And your pottery family na you. Nipa. Trotro no bo also. Teso manimra fam. Government buses are not running. Government buses are not running. Or no yin is a koto de trotro. Spare parts of warm phone. That is Africa for you. At the boy I am more brutal, no so mobile holidays in the Africa, no more than your coswa. No more usumiti. That what is quite painful is the fact that climatic condition, no, a good one say in Africa, dear. Say as you know, I talk Canada, we share minus this. America, Canada, woman, if I also answer. Mencha as Kwadu in USA. Kwasi Prince Osebusu, Kwasi Kachabo in USA. I don't forget Obiri Boahen in Canada. More Bruchire Nuna Machiamo. So you see the problems we have in Africa. We don't have visionary leaders. You don't have leaders who can think outside the box. That is the bane of Africa. Bibi basa. Obia or them be a leader. MPP Dallas tells us which Obia also be a leader. Obia also be a commissioner. So there's something wrong with leadership in Africa. Now, Moshe, Uganda, the year, Nipa Kosha so ye, Jonathan Gulak. Was here, just say, Nahina Jonathan Gulak, Akasa Banning. He went to Guinea or Sia, he went to Tanzania. So, let's weep and pray for Africa. Abatoya Omotono. Uganda ya nyema bebre yashi AU has recognized that battle. But Maku Mra AU condemn it. Maku Emra AU condemn it. Mabentu abani benyu mu benkinchim binsa benyen like what happened in Uganda. Niesi wo Kemaro, niesi wo Togo. AU accepted. Yeni kamafo, yeni boafo. The intellectuals, Mapunga, Professor Lumumba, Don Kasa. Sometimes I take Professor Lumumba and then Mapunga. I say, but what is wrong? I think that one more hatred than so Hunipa we fita and hatred, you know. And you find them talking. No, we need to. But how can we move forward? Even if you are in a political party in Africa, now we are level-minded, or your objective, they will try to push you away. If you are in a society in Africa, or you are level-minded, objective-minded, they will push you away. Sycophancy, bootlegging. Oh, Nana Yadio, Nanano, Ofrantoma affair, or Henry Frantoma affair, President Intoma affair, President Atadia affair, President in Papua affair, President Iran Papua affair. And we have Yabuti if you could be TFs. President Taya dear TFU, a Jaman, Yane, sanitary part. President Taya, I don't know, it's a very serious matter. It's a very serious matter. And you know, dollar egina, dollar egina, dollar. So any partner to cry or no car dollar egina now. The whole 2024, 2025, 2026, oh, dollar. Oh, dollar. So we have a long way to go. And if I talk, I don't restrict myself to maybe one political party. If you're in Africa, I mean, now reparation is say, abrofo bebedi nema bebefa nema nkwan bensan ntua yeka. That is the reparation. And every slave trade. Slave trade no good happen. It go 1807 to 1883. So that time na country be the Ghana there. Slaves na bechiche beno in fact country be FN Ghana there. And no, it's a mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It is all in Africa. You go to UK, you go to Canada, you go to US, wherever you are. Sometimes the way some of us, we do respect blacks. Kasa, baby crampa, kosuku free, ye way free. No. We have been saying, well, we are aging, we are growing, we are aging. But what will be the prospects of Africa? Africa. Say, Daddy, I just said, you will feature BR. Take Ghana, I just come for 201, 208, 3 and Professor Amos John Mahama, 3 and Yajuma. Akufo-Addo, 8 years, 3 and Yajuma. How can a leader behave like this? 3 and Yajuma. Huh? What am I your president for 2 years? 3 and Yajuma from north to south. I did not. Call most of this oil producing countries, you get a private person or not be trained amount now they what to take. Advanced countries you be cry private routes no be into. But the typical African politician opesike we are opekorno abanu beye kwan. No they be so abanu beye. No. The corruption, the level of corruption in Africa, it looks like it's in the DNA of some blacks, an American DNA of all blacks. It's a very serious thing. So coming back to the Ugandan elections, Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, Togo, Tanzania, Kenya, everywhere. I mean, and so from what is happening, you can even predict. Mr. Bozeo, so trend in 2028 in Ghana also. That this is going to win. Hook or crook. By hook or by crook. That is the trend in Africa now. Yeah. You come from a continent, you have these things. You have all the resources, but you are leaders. You have all the resources in Ghana back home, whether MPP or NDC, whether CPP or PNDC or SMC or Progress Party, we are not progressing in Africa. Nigeria, whether it is PDP or APC, whether we are not progressing in Africa. But sometimes painfully to relate, in Burkina Faso, a military regime, things are going on well. I'm not asking for military intervention. I've not, and I will not. But we are still in Mali now. Things are picking up. So also in Niger. But it doesn't mean that baby be a military regime. No, in Ghana, military regime, Jerry John Rawlings, by almost 19 years. I'm far. So I'm not rooting for military regimes. But I'm rooting for leaders, level-minded leaders. Leaders are omajune daho, omusro nyame, omajune mwabie, omye nyansro for, omye nokoreka for. If it's in the NDC, fine. I'm not in NDC, but if it's in the NDC, no man ye ya, menso menya hon faso. Why would he mubenya hon faso? Obia benya hon faso. If it is in the MPP, fine. Man ye ya, ye benya hon faso. That I'm not comfortable. In MPP time, now being sending message, you say, MPP time, I complained bitterly about Nanado, Nanyama Baby. I complained, I said free senior high school, yeah. Why are there? Comfort medical care, why are there? Ghana card, why are there? MPP, they did a lot of things. But I championed it, I spoke against that. And the one person bet here, me nekora. Because me nyankopon no kire se wo de ka nokore no me nyankopon no kire se ka nokore no memfa ho ena wo mo a wo mo fa ho no wo mo ana wo me yetintim ena ebi mu kura ntimi magana no so yesoro ne kwasi da yesoro memene da yesoro fie da ne yakoma sarachia nyame a yetena sam nyame a yesuro no nyame a yeka no ho asem no eno na yede boy abrabo ana obianim the role I played. So mumma train kwani nya adwuma mom of senior high school my ade the resources of Ghana can support tertiary debi and this about me say the resources of Ghana can support tertiary debi Obika just a cocktail party. There's a man cutting a party. Obika say, o cannot crepa. And you jai Roma and a cocktail was a mean yai Roma. When time cross already and so mean yai. So the Ugandan as someone abano, what your best a woman found. Oh, a yabo, Chelsea, I share, empty where they men pay Uganda as a mati. Manchester United has City inti mempe Real Madrid ashe enra inti mempe hweyati Liverpool aya ade about mempe hweyati. I mean these are and others. What I say Egypt yi Nigeria inti mempe Uganda asemanti Petty what Egypt ayi Uganda ayi Nigeria wash Manchester United Atimia share City third goal no crowd me outside no me dem hu ni say outside be ade wash say Chelsea ashe enra yanka Uganda do so ho asem nafa koto Cameroon nafa ko Tanzania nafa ko Kenya nafa ba Cote d'Ivoire nafa ko Togo na hwe ni esi Benin na hwe Somaliland and Somaliland no wanya no fa ho die and Israel now recognize Somaliland ama Somalia but there's the difference between Somaliland and Somalia. There's a difference. Israel has recognized Somaliland. Somalia has on TRC. Yeah, but you are interested in Donald Trump, wako Venezuela, na wako Che, Maduro. Obakano woba, obakano train, obakano wahin. Now you are not interested, you are a Ghanaian or you are an African, you are not interested in here. Of course, Uganda, no. Because Donald Trump, akoche Maduro, until Donald Trump ya bronsampa. Say a cabron sampa dia bebre wa Africa. Donald Trump nya bronsam sa. What look there sitting bebre West. No Trump for crowd. How will you describe him as a American politics, American policies. American politics, American policies. That drove him there. Ofrasia na wamo sa oil tankers na every Venezuela baba 3 months 4 months na wamo ayeni na no. Maduro should have sensed that Maduro you're very active nka. We should have changed all his security. Because no wamo ko picking wamo mre informations picking. They just took a Uber 2 hours. Maduro and the wife. What Africa? We are who are Africa? We are talking about the U.S. intervention in Venezuela. Come back home. Anora na macho fobi de abro native for the driver for say kasi kana bono koso. Kohe Accra problem is you Accra and Kumasi trot from. We are not thinking about this leadership. And the problem cuts across the Matoka kura modeka ebana mubika sheka na bo NPP pencil na bo no kosoro NDC pencil na bo no kosoro. In NPP when we were campaigning in 2016 osafuma from anka say what the car ba na bo beba from car mode be na bo no ba from car no na bo no e ba from. Oh, and this is a motor my car number one who you are above from. And you know, you talk and I don't know how the words are used. Should I use a network? A network be when you band or lawyer casa, the Menkasa. You live in a country and I dear one say, Akosia sawa papa sheeting. Chobo ye. Then the following morning, one say odo bronin and legal team. Chobo. No, I ask myself, obi matrimonial issue, obi personal issue, obi family issue, obi matrimonial issue, obi personal issue. Will be family issue. Yes, we can enjoy what, but no, it doesn't give much attention and publicity. You know, there's a Kosovo airport, but I could just say, Ufra Bruchireba. Police for Abanipia or Moka. So, can't we have a situation where the organizers of Akosia Sewano use private security? We have recognized private security. Me ni Akosia Sewa, maintain Akosia Sewa. Na me ni Odobroni or maintain Odobroni. But I always raise the discussion to a certain level for all of us to discuss it. Minim menkan. And no, the brouhaha surrounding all those cases, all the brand say Obiri Boahen menko ya menye. Menka so be a bonnet. No. I just want my peace, my bro. A country. I could just say one in Crawford, but yeah, it was sinking or something. But I don't have any problem. I don't have a problem with people welcoming Akosia Sewa. I don't have a problem with people welcoming Odobroni. No. But my problem is that at what point in time, and I am a national security issue. So back to and no, nipa bedi onya, nipa benum onya, nipa beda onya. The people are and I could just say wa court or copy way bamfa mano ye. Have no. If it is a national issue because the president that has been set, yeah. The president may be dangerous president, especially Judge Nordin Johnson Toswa. Chiroka make us say, Judge Beni asem sa, nyesa no bedi asem. Who can we are what can we? I agree. It is a bad and a dangerous precedent. Well, obviously I remember because the precedent and the judge and any decision. Oh fine, maybe that's it. But let me quickly come back home and then do my. So I wish all of them well. So the Ugandan issue. It's a mind boggling. But I sit down and monitor what is going on in Burkina Faso. Say, what? Burkina Faso, Jenny, tomatoes, makuham, makuham. Bedi free honeba, mako. And I had the anokra spring in Tiako. You live in a country like Ghana and mako from Burkina Faso, Jenny from Burkina Faso, tomatoes from Burkina Faso. We went through that in MPP time. We are going through that in NDC time. Like I said. And you know, in terms of the fertility assassin, Ghana was assassin, come on. But Burkina Faso Timaya dams. Aye. And you have leaders, your leaders are not bothered. Leader are not bothered. The president, Nanadu, Mahamo, Oko Burkina Faso Kudina and San Ashe, Sayed then a more Greek, and we answer, Aya kama sin. No, the African leader, Akufo-Addo won't go, Mahama will not go. Uncle. We have one district, one dam. Yet me produce it. One district, one dam. Dam no wine. District no wine. You produce it. Obiri Boahen koka. Oh, the pabone. Group for bedi matter. Be niti posi, niti passe. Niti posi, niti passe. What is it to unfactory in dam? No, me money I'm producing from the dam, sir. And so you would posi, would passe. Hey, Jenny, Mako, Afra, tomatoes, and the queen Afra. You're from Burkina Faso. You have a minister for Agric. Minister for Agric. Ministers for Agric. Yes, ministers for Agric. Kofo Agric. Nils Agric. Mahama Agric. Akufo-Addo Agric. Mahama again Agric. So Genevieve Burkina Faso. Tomatoes Burkina Faso. Mako Burkina Faso. Kauro Burkina Faso. Mosi Momone Burkina Faso. Sorry, you know. You live in a country. Now, mpanyinfo tim ka say ye the man is ke kosi asori dane na ye de ashenya me anu munyam. And another government comes, all of me fancy asori dane me de ye museum. Abba. Why don't you give it to a private person? Say how is it my private person now or the year hospital or clinic. Now bana control ye fire very big hospital for workers. Adwuma for mo was senator so. Adwuma for mo was senator so yare Abraham. Senate is not interested in that too. Senate is interested in running hotels. No boka. Because me pay a partner. Senate is interested in running hotels. And ya boka. Because in paying for per number for swing is going to be and you be area. So Senate will be using the taxpayers' money, the workers' money to run into hotel. No good. On fire, so cathedral now or more, you know. Yakaya Bantiasia dia and the Sadia, Monfama Senate and the Enfanya Hospital. No. So sad. So sad. My buckling. train ya adwuma ofri Abuja pesa oba plane ofri akọ Lagos plane Ghana yeah nkokrafo kura this time no baby bebre no when I'm going to handle cases in Accra Tamale Takora discipline na nipa sai na betimanye sika de ama wetwa plane ticket na wako niate hunu no niyate hunu no yentimin decentralizing my regional coordinating councils regional ministers and regional coordinating councils and award contracts na dabi MPP tama ni award contract tenkane NDC tama ni award contract akese na tenkane yani yewo mu no so makabi MPP tam me can be bebre bom go with you agrazole go with you and this time can be bebre babum go with you. I will still continue to talk to appeal to the conscience and the senses and the sensibilities of Ghanaian politicians, Ghanaian intellectuals, Ghanaian academicians and Ghanaians. Namepa ebi amem kwa menemu ebinimo betimene mensama mebeka so beka binuma akoma na omo abesachira and Ghana will find a way. Lastly, this morning memra Professor from Boahen asimbina momu bebre atim. Hey, my husband be sending message and another one can back us a man pam. Lake Bosontwe was discovered in 1648. Lake Bosontwe was discovered in 1648. Na bofono na efreno bofo agoro pempem. One na kramana efreno dachi. Nbe kwa afum na dana na ye dabone te be ko ye no no hu twen atentwen no tunutu nti aboa no dana nani na okono na bofo no na twa fat be kwa afum no krama no konanimu na opo no aba no opo if we started should have downed upon the bofo no say na ada na krama ni oyisi na aboa no ko no odi aboa na chi odi mojahye no ko no odi aboa na chi bekoduru baby na aboa na tonsu bi. That was the first time 1648 no omu se aboa na tonsu no but one who say moja wonsu no one who say moja wonsu no afi no ho wo so ye nti okofie ko kan bere he ene ye mfa akiri omkwana ma Bosontwe na eye boson Bosontwe na eye boson ya nwimu apatra mfa to chiri krama o chiri dua nyina dua ye fre no nyina mfifiri mmena ho o chiri ba wa ye bra o chiri obi so obe no ho gagai men mi dware so akasi mi dware pum mi dware we mi dware mu echiri gaga o ya Bosontwe be ma wo ho akire wo pa aka na maka ba ko se no bebre na onse da bia na esem kan ba ko se no ba ko men famfra next week me ba be kan ba ko se. And next week I will use the opportunity. Well, I think I have some few minutes left in 1 hour, I think 44 something. Good. Another so let me just use the from Boahen there now, so that next time my ba abekan abakosem. I say, why do you hate in Ukra one spell or say, why do you hate the Bono people like this? I want to know. I go school value 360 ko school uko school wa hemfa uko school hate kro hu spell on ko school wa kwa wa nuru achi onim hwe onim maache onim maaha the oka hate kro hu spell hate now who hate spell ya you are not fit to be on this program. Yes, this program apparently is meant for enlightened characters. Baba Junumu do Baba Junumu be be onim die. Into who hate spell ya maso. Obasoa. One will go anywhere say all they say. Yellow baby, one will go. It's not meant for baby I make us a program this year. It's not meant for rabble rousers or networks. Because go around, check it. Ghana a month for our mobile no, or piano one in the bedroom. But that's it. That's a Kwame Preku, that's it. So let's go to Professor from Pom Boahen there and perhaps end the discussion. You know, we can look at from Pom Boahen issue from this perspective. From Pom Boahen, okay, say so Chris. Also, and I don't spend time on foods. Say so Chris. Never food you. From Pom Boahen, the party ni fake. MPP is fake. So MPP party ni fake. That is it. Earlier, no, I can show a cromphone, MPP, near about now. MPP is fake. If we said 2023, no crown, Omuchi Chim Binumunsa, and now Motoma flag bearer. That is his statement in contest. Now, look, what is a political party? Political party ni nipa baka be ho abo. Ne be pe mana no. Ne badiso. Be woni e be pe. Ne be woni abempe. Ete se asoriya. Ete se asoriya. Uko urumaya. Be woni e be pe. Ne be woni abempe. Oko SD ya be woni e be pe. Ne be woni abempe. Uko nkramo a why Roman SD nkramo no because me pamacho atiefo 3 groups we no de tambia me yem fanton abene metade ye me peso se da biam de bebeye efri se sabe me ka set ye nkramofo abem mom ben nyem hwe be de Obiri Boahen de papa o kan maye na o ka bonite ya me ye kasa SDA4 me nkasa asori bia nyu SDA4 nka basam da bia bem mom nkanti abem mom ben nimatem na woruman etimpem bebre ni so unse me yem fanton no me ye no woruman SD ene nkramo a mesramo ada enkyere se ebia ba makano mempem asem dabi but I'm always comfortable when I'm using the color church, the Adventist and nkramo no me ala sunna tijani o me kabenya abom dem ni nyina ye nkramo. I'm comfortable with them. Because when I meet some of them, the way they interact, the way they educate me, the way they give me the support, I'm extremely happy. So, ukon kremusua, ewa ni ebepe, ene ni ebempe. Then Kremo and Roman and SD, spiritual issues. I agree. The political party material, I agree. But Nina, the bottom line is that nipa bakwa na mienu ka be ho bomu a na be ye ku bia e woni e bepe na woni a bempe. So that is how it goes. Now we remember ye nyina be kan time ye join ye no pe enye ne ya ye nyina bia pe na ese koso. If we say, anyway, wabaka kuno hono, se kuo no bele kuo na wo no ben we samo a won we man ka se me we samo me sha somade chenchen maka SD no man ka se me won kramu nso chenchen me no monsa man ka se me wo wuru man chenchen me ware miinu chenchen me hia ma wade so dabi the do's and then the don'ts. Now the man says MPP is fake. Some people need a fake idea. Then why do you continue to join a fake group? This is common sense. Really wise, Medase. This is common sense. So, can you say MPP is fake? Wamu chinchim amanfo nsa. Wamu mpanyimfo nanye. Enunti majai. That is it. Every group you have the opportunity to opt out. Roman, you have the opportunity to opt out. SDA opportunity is there. Nkramo opportunity is there. MPP opportunity is there. NDC opportunity is there. What I say? So that opportunity is there. So once we say you fake, the obvious is that it's so free. You fake, mean free. But to be from so menko. It's not normal. It doesn't work. I remember there was a time NDC focused on more suspended Alote Jacobs. And somebody asked me, so that was Alote Jacobs, not a campaign man, Dr. Baumiapa. And when I was saying, well, then this is a political party. If you are in NDC and you are rooting for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, obviously by operation of law, automatically you have ceased to be a member of the NDC. By operation of law, automatically you cease to be a member. I didn't say it's NDC for 1 year. No. I'm a normal, mature person, a responsible person. I'm a mature person, I'm a responsible person. Meeting who? Oh, but by operation of law, he has ceased to be a member of the NDC. I don't know, man, say NDC for I don't know, Mama, no. I'm mature enough. I'm responsible. I'm reasonable. I mean, that is how we should behave. A fake party, and so men yet if we say, Samia, mean free, me swab a frame your memoir. It doesn't work. Because I've given you the definition of a political party. And I've made an analysis about SDA, Urumai, and Nkramu. So, it is a B, it is a no BT, FM, so, and TV, so, and MPP, for Obi Krase, and then among for a Bronian Co-Discipline Committee, Monfa Canada, Japan Co-Discipline Committee. I mean, that is the MPP. That is a political party. It is a political party. It has its don'ts, the do's and the don'ts. They have the right to determine. It is not a question of pick and choose. In any case, no problem is there. And I saw a young man be now, or TV be so. I think now, why you don't know? Now another one solo be no call a Fanto party. I mean, that. You are not in the MPP. You've broken away. You formed your party. Also United Party plus Alpha Phantom. So when I heard Solo and Kwadwo Lanchiramartin talking about the MPP issue in respect of Dr. Frimpong, I said, wait. I mean, what is happening? You are broken away. What free move? What conform? What contest presidential? Shada correct. Me catch shada. No derogatory sense. Shada or no crap politics no nye wenu. Ocha Kwadwo Lanchiramartin. So as I said to you, because Obi cassette President Mahama and Obi cassette NDC, no NDC. Yeah. But I said, oh, what? That is the NDC and their party and the person. They know how to handle the person. Should a normal person in a different political party accept this challenge? Nyahuta Makulu, waka, Kennedy, Ata Kennedy, waka. We waka. Psychologists, sociologists, mature persons will tell you that. Oh, if that is the thing. But so I'm free now, or motor and friend. Now I'm paying for some friend one. So we don't do that. Because you see, once you refer to the party as fake, then it means that the party doesn't exist. So if the party doesn't exist, then how can you be a member of a party which doesn't exist? Huh? See, how can you? So, but that is how things go on. You know, that is how things go on. So I don't see how people should be. Say a man for being tata MPP, woman, after all. The MPP has the National Executive Committee and the National Council, the two high decision-making bodies. So what work on TV? So what could TikTok? Who the MPP for them? Who Kasa? What exactly is your problem? What exactly is your problem? It is their party. It is our party. And when they do something, they don't. I think that my name is Asa Yama politics no are reduced to a certain level. Ama politics no are reduced to that level. Because it is a new party. They said that they are inviting him. Or say, or say party fake. What is your problem? What is my problem? I'm just using common sense knowledge to address the issue. That is your problem. Why do you say now I'm changing my man for in 2023? And no, yeah, one be two also copy one copy, one more year campaign. What I say? So, you know, and you can't tell them, say, you know, that is quite painful. What is quite painful is the fact that Ajekunko Foko and Prinu, the man, a good father called Ben Prince and Prenai. What more the man? I don't know about me there. Oh, well, Mr. Mo, just allow me to use this expression. Or because Baumia is not an account, it's a question mark. Bissau. This is a rhetoric question. This is a rhetoric question. Or does it mean that Baumia is not an account? Pamacho, Minkasai, Alimaga, Akwaba. It's a rhetoric question. Minkasao. I'm posing it rhetorically. You know? So, it's so painful. Oh, I mean, MPP for the own party. What we say, Yakoto, Mumejina, Kwaju, Kwabana, Kwaye, Yankujina. Then somebody says that one family diamma, no more kofa, Baumiaba, forget it. Oh, dear, no, I will come. Oh, I'm more than I send Komoko promise on the Benwini. Simon, your Baumian so did it so Baumian or merit. So, Medenaqua, you understand? We need to, maybe because perhaps Ebiamita can kind more na Emma. I mean, you're biased, you know. I broaden my knowledge. I read a lot in Abia. And until Abia. anamom bia metu no ebia ebinom ntemase. But it's no insult. Telling me say you know Baumia can win as power, and yet you are here talking about. Let me not respond to it. Let me not respond to that. I will not, because Hamejiri said, enlightened ones and matured minds are monitoring and are watching. They are going for the progress. They are going to select. They are going to select the person who will be their leader. So when they select, they go. But you know, looking at history and tradition from 1992 till today, Obi ntimi ntwa Baumia. Obi ntimi ntwa. And yes, sir, other candidates, you know, me bu o ma bo mfia. And yes, sir, other candidates, you know, me mu o mu. No, I am saying that history and tradition has always been on the side of the earlier flag bearer. And therefore, history and tradition would always be on the side of Baumia. That is it. History and tradition of their party would always be on the side of the Baumia. I've been saying it. I've also been saying that, look, let him veer off a little. So, NDC, nti ebase, sene NDC, kwako yiwo mo flag bearer, ebase, uni NDC, but you are a philosopher who has been very philosophical about issues in this country. Both football, both politics, both history, both custom and tradition. Can be big kakra. I'll be philosophical. I will tell you, say, look, the grassroots supporters here don't get here enjoy. No? Unim politician, oya politician, akwadara politician, to send me Obiri Boahen. The grassroots supporters here don't get here. It doesn't mean that may run this maka or once and I make a set obi or NDC and no. No. But I'm being very fair, honest, and sincere. You know, I'm very fair, very honest, and sincere. So that is why I know that the grassroots support Baumia enjoys. It will definitely inure to his benefit, and you'll be the flag bearer. So now, as all things being equal, as a philosopher, as a politician, as a historian, I said, look at your grassroots support. I foresee he has support. I'm a NDC. I'm Enkasenti NDC Nubia. Minkasenti Omobe. But no, sir, Mekano, Haruna Drisu, Chief of Staff, Ato Forcing, Otia, Nebunfu. Only say, yeah, also Obiri Boahen, I have that God gifted talent, I just be honest, forthright, straightforward, sincere. So that is it. Maybe just concluding, I want to be saying Nana is biased towards Bono. I knows it. Sorry, I don't want to indulge in this country, these discussions, because when the unenlightened raises an issue like this, Nana is biased towards Bono. It shows that the man is not enlightened. Who is born? And who is not born? They want me to go into that discussion. I won't. Take it. Take it for yourself. It doesn't work. You don't use your maybe NDC support. This program is very good, very rich. It is not for the MPP. It is not meant for the NDC. It is not meant for any ethnic group. It is not meant for any ethnic group. It is not meant for only Africans. It is not only meant for blacks or whites. It's meant for enlightened and mature people. And it's enlightened and mature people. I think that Was it the Acts of Apostles? No, was it the Acts of Apostles? Or say we should let the dead bury the dead. We should let the dead bury the dead. You know, a bit more. We should let the dead bury the dead because anybody being mobile, we should consider it academically or mentally they are dead. So I don't need to respond. I should allow the dead to bury the. Yeah, I think it was an act of apostles. Was it act of apostles or Matthew or Mark? But Jesus once said that we should allow the dead bury the dead. So we should allow the dead to bury the dead. I don't need to respond to comments about no, don't need to. But that person who is talking, wherever you are talking from, wherever you are, I've been an apostle of the Bono region for so many years. Matured minds will recognize the role I played. So let the dead bury the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. I put the name of the Bono region in the academic map. I put the name of the Bono region in the politics. I put it everywhere, you know. So let me not respond to it. I think that next week, but I started with the Uganda, and I think that I'm concluding with the NPP. Obiri Boahen is a very good material. Obiri Boahen, but history and tradition will make it easy for Boahen. And definitely Boahen is going to win. And it's not any bias or prejudice. That is a truism. That is a truism. If I say anything about Asidun Katia, it's a truism. It doesn't mean that the chief of staff or Forson or they are not. They are all good materials. Haruna, but even my relationship with Haruna Drusu, it's a truism. If Haruna wants to contest, I'll tell him, say, look, master philosopher, the grassroots support of Asidun Katia is hard. And I will not be surprised about someone contesting or contested. Yeah, it will take a miracle for any individual in NDC to beat him. It will take a miracle for any individual in NDC to beat him. Madam, when I say now, she said that Ebishia attend the dear for no M1 or the Atama and Udi Atema. Akoto bando udi atem should nature of discussion, the submission and the presentation at the deal. So I am matured myself, so I send the messages, you know. It is not a discussion. Am I a topic? Am I a Ghana? What will do a Ghana? What may well be Chile? What may Ghana? What will be this discussion from Uganda to the MPP to Ghana, what was it be? So somebody is talking about Kwame Nkrumah. Well, maybe Kwame Nkrumah to be around 6 months. It's unfortunate that up to now, Woman can 31st December. Because I think that we need to discuss 31st December 1980. What? 31st December 1981. I know that we must celebrate here 31st December. And I must say, I was very happy and about Ezanito's speech. I wish every Ghanaian be whether you are MPP or NDC, CPP, or whether you are a lawyer, you are with this. Once I would think can be Ghana Nibia is an eto speech or the mind. Very brilliant, thought provoking. Nya is an eto the and now cannot on says you are not. Is an eto Rollins. None some no can ye no now what you mudra. Is an eto near them. 1% obi. But or here's a 31st. Dear nearby, yeah, my 31st by. Na secondary ni yasuen bibie free Very thought provoking. And I have a full speech. I have it as an speech because me I demand speech, pop. I monitor there and have it thought provoking. Nyame de bejo obi an mo mo de na so be as an rolling speech, very, very deep, irrespective of your political affiliation, and you enjoy it, and you push forward, and Ghana will move forward. Madam was it. Yeah, I can't tell you. Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube, Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok, Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube, Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok. But we producers, handlers, they will communicate with you, say a mobile phone, yeah. But we have a registered company, and we call it Abronya Investment Company. Abronya. Now I started my company in the 90s. Now I'm the from office here called secondary school. Until one on say when you at the Bra, I cry with friend, also Obiri Boahen office here. Obiri Boahen office here. Abronya office here, bra. And a man office here now. She said, Wajidina Bronya. Wajidina Bronya no cry. You do have your codo be car bronya because you see a debinya one, you now dear bronya. You know, dear bronya. So, I mean, I dear bronya. Or when you mean a dear from senior bronya, yes. So, the office now I know school man. And I is a champion man. I admire him. Just that sometimes in the room we are not to bomb now. It's a crime I know before. Come attend the Quam Cassim Chidi, man for we are to Quam with you, man fan to talk. Quam now where you go see free him. Also, offer my can be made at every day. I just see offer and can be. But he's doing well. He's doing well. I'm not talking in terms of there, but no, or your current and or your authority on issues. He's current and he's an authority on issues. When I attend the DNA and the cousin Quinuna and the manfant and the manfant, manfant training from so when you hear of a Abronya Investment Company, we do a lot of things, especially mom who are outside, If you are not up a Fiato, if you are not up a Asasiato, whether Accra, whether Kumasi, whether Tamale, whether Kikus, whether Takoradi. And what we normally do is we have a legal team, so man, so Amanson Basoa. We have our legal team. Whether it is Sunyane, whether it is Brikum, wherever, Wenchi, whether Tamale, whether Bolaga, whether Wa, we have a legal team. Whether it is Kofodia, it's a Abronya Investment Company. Abronya Investment Company. Even Abronya Investment Company, I'm not permitted to give money. If you get my handlers, or you can go and visit it on WhatsApp, or you find our website. Yeah, that is that. And you can also talk to our secretary. If our secretary is Jeff Obiri Boahen, alias Wata, Jeff Obiri Boahen, he is the secretary. He handles most of these things. That he's resident in Accra. And but me, I don't give out detail. But if you saw feel person who assassin person tongue, or be person tongue, actually we don't negotiate with the prices. You will negotiate. Or car or person tongue, or car so person tongue. We do a lot of things. Some also, if you want to engage our legal company, our legal team, we see a day from affable 10 years, you pay something. It's a Abronya Investment Company. Our legal team works under the Abronya Investment Company. But you know, we have a website. You just visit our website. Or if you want to get in touch with Jeff handles everything. Perhaps just my handlers will give you the number of Jeff. If you don't want to give you, my handlers will do. Real Nana Obiri Boahen TikTok, Real Nana Obiri Boahen YouTube. Madam said, Makasati will be a Mr. Monfa, my born in China. Then the near trust Makasati will be. But more always, you are so much enthused and interested and ethnocentric politics. I call it ethnocentric politics. You are so much enthused. Please. Many, I always raise the bar. I always raise the bar. Don't go there. Mamon koho. Those inward looking ethnocentric characters, I always raise the bar. That Jesus said, let the dead be buried the dead. Menyini se makasetia mamesawa, menyini se makasetia odobroni, menyini se makasetia obia. Madam ase, na otwe se na ye mompa na ye nhia. Na nra so de manyu mo mamesere ye de. Ye, nra de ndidiye. Nra de mdai. No, honestly, I wasn't expecting Man to play like that. Sakarika Bantition and Rano. Man did well yesterday. No cry third goal, no cry or man, no cry, no. Now I have my reservation, but no, he is the referee. But maybe with the departure of the coach, I said, the Nradi, I'm saying, my jail. But I was so bad, and couldn't know an American. But I could also send my giants and I know the idea Real Madrid. 22 passes, 22 touches, 22 touches. Beginning someone where football comes also more musa. But with football, so the same room. 22 passes, 22 touches. Barcelona, na Madrid, and Nanan ball. Beginning said yes, we asked that. Minini, well, maybe more the Baba out of area, but 22. So last one been now. Obi pass ya Madrid in Barcelona and who yana echo true, you see. But the record is 22 passes, 5 minutes. Now Mama Kai, Iniesta, Xavi, Dani Alves, Lionel Messi, the god of football, Henry Thierry, Suarez. Now actually the Vasana, Yerius and Eco Sanche, Racing Santander, Tunen, Tim Bidiamin Monidini, Tim no, or go for the re, there, you know, where dear, we saw Mamma Fanny Genia Grom from Kakra, no, I am dead. We find Genia Grom from Kakra, I am dead. And I really do. Tim Bimi, Motini, them is shorting each and Timbia with Yassi. And so Bassa Yeshe, Yoko Copa di Riso, by Inefli. It's so happy, and Manchester United. You know, just under that, you see, Bassa, Manchester United. Anyway, where the agro, no being Cassimi Ruby, and I'm a cassette. Actually, sometimes in the world of football, we are also Ronaldo Nayaken. Well, in terms of skills, Ronaldinho will be the king, but not Ronaldo. Yeah, I appreciate Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo so. You cannot write off Ronaldo. Yeah, but skills there, Ronaldinho and Lionel Messi. Lami Yama ba but Lionel Messi and Ronaldinho there. Maybe Lami Yama Madam say a born a buildantinama when the job prosper. Namunda Babesha can't say Babesha Bassa and a menu belisino. Ah, Mamma, in Singumi, Madam say. Bye bye.